About a month or so ago, I was browsing eBay looking for some stuff for my Halloween costume. I'm a chronic procrastinator and always end up with something half-arsed because I run out of time. This year I thought I'd be prepared and not have to deal with the usual last-minute rush. Whatever. Anyway, while on eBay I decided to search for this book that I read many times as a kid and loved very much. The Abandoned by Paul Gallico. It had been out of print for years and has been very hard to find for a decent price, so as you can probably imagine, I was very pleasantly surprised when I saw that there was a new edition of it available for purchase. There was this new and used bookseller located in Florida that sold it for super cheap. So cheap, in fact, that even with the shipping, it ended up costing me way less than it would have buying it up here in Canada. I don't remember the exact name of the seller, and for some reason it doesn't show up in my eBay account history, but I think it was some really generic username like an old dog 11 or something. I really wish I remembered now, though. The book didn't arrive until last week. It was packaged in a surprisingly large cardboard box, sealed with brightly colored tape. It's not a big book, and didn't warrant anything even near that size. When I opened it, I couldn't even see the book at first, because the box was full of pistachio shells. What the fuck, right? I mean, I've heard of companies trying to be environmentally conscious and using popcorn instead of styrofoam for packing material, but pistachios? Someone must actually have gone through the trouble of opening hundreds of nuts, discarding, or eating the innards, and filling this box with the shells. I didn't think much more of this, other than the fact that it was kind of gross, until a couple of days later. I came home after work to find an envelope in my mailbox. Plain white, no return address, with a Florida postmark. The only thing inside was a picture of me, like one of those candid photos people take in public places, except it was oddly framed as if it had been taken in a hurry, and it seemed to have been snapped with a shitty cell phone camera or something, and then printed out on a printer almost out of ink. It was streaky, and you couldn't see much more of me than the back of my head and left shoulder, but it's definitely me. Written on the back was my Reddit username. Now, I like to be pretty anonymous online. I've never really shared my Reddit username with anyone, and I don't post personal stuff. However, I do know that it's possible to find out my name via r/NoSleep with a bit of sleuthing. I have no idea how some random person in Florida could possibly get hold of a picture like that, much less why they would print it and mail it to me. It's so fucking creepy, and it must be connected to NoSleep somehow. To top it all off, when I logged in here, I was instantly greeted with all this stuff on the front page about pistachios and weird stalkers. I really don't know what to think. I'm so tired that I feel sick all the time because I can't sleep. Last night my dog kept growling at the linen closet. Now she refuses to go into the garage, which is where I usually keep her food and water. I have no idea why. I had to move her bowls into the kitchen. On Sunday evening, there was a white car parked on the road in front of my house for like 4 hours, and I swear there was someone in the back seat looking at me. I don't know what's going on, NoSleep, but it's sure as shit not funny anymore. If this is some kind of prank, it needs to stop. Edit. Another nearly sleepless night, of course. I dozed off for a little bit around 3:30 a.m. and had these really fucked up half-awake dreams where I saw someone I knew down a long, narrow corridor, but behind them was this completely black, featureless person who really shouldn't be there. This is messing with my head. I could have sworn I heard footsteps on the roof when I woke up, but I think I was just still dreaming. Edit. Sorry for not updating, if anyone's still reading. Turns out it probably wasn't the lack of sleep that was making me feel sick. Yesterday I started feeling really shitty and my stomach was hurting. I finally threw up, and there was a bunch of blood. I think I passed out for a minute, but called my friend when I woke up, and we went to the hospital. Apparently, I have a pretty nasty stomach ulcer, and probably Ebola from being coughed and sneezed on by everybody in that waiting room. I still feel like total shit, and I'm just trying to rest now. My friend is taking care of Sadie, my dog, thank God. I've got some meds, and I've finally been able to catch up on sleep. Happy fucking Halloween, right? No more letters or anything from my stalker, thankfully, but something else happened that was kind of weird. I went into the garage to get that stupid box that started all of this. U/love2loveM1 said something in the comments about blue marks, and I wanted to see if my box had any. There was like an inch of water all over the garage floor. I didn't realize until I stepped in it and my feet were fucking soaked. I don't get it. I mean, there's a faucet in there, but how? It must have been leaking, and the floor drain isn't working properly, I guess. I had to actually crack the garage door open and use a shovel to get the water out. Good thing it's still above freezing, Jesus. The box and all the other recycling was on the floor, so it must be ruined now anyway. Everything is soggy. I'll call my landlord this afternoon, and I'll hopefully get my friend to help me clean up. Need to rest a little first. We'll update later. Edit. Well, the weird dreams are back. I was swimming in a dark river, and a tree fell on top of me. I was trapped, and water rushed into my lungs. It took a long time to drown. When I woke up, I could hear running water. I think these meds are making me loopy. Edit. Couldn't get back to sleep. Sadie was barking. Need to let her out. It's so hot in here. Edit. My friend is in the other room. The floor is wet. I hope Sadie didn't pee indoors. I forgot to let her out. She stopped barking. Edit. Oh wait, something's wrong. Alan? Who is Alan? Wahai.